Welcome back, everybody. There has been a ton of changes, new features, new nodes, exciting peach and I don't know what flavor ice cream that would be. It's pretty incredible. So let's take a look at the new spawn location to start with, I suppose. This isn't finished yet, but this is the new spawn point. So when you first join, you will end up someplace around here-ish. We have the store here where you can do your normal store stuff. I'm going to end up making a new node for that because that does not fit into this space at all. And I'll furnish these two corners. These are going to be like little lobby areas. And there'll be some stuff upstairs. We got some locked doors. This is where all the buttons are at. So now it's quite simple with a color coordinated system. So purple, green, blue, and orange, or aqua and orange. And then each button here has a number system as well. So it can be purple number 2. And that's a good way to let people know where to find your button. So if you're, saying something in chat, or if you're doing it on a bulletin board or sending somebody a letter and you want them to check out your map, there is an easy way to denote where to find your map. I also should mention that everything from the old spawn map-wise has been moved over into here. However, they are internally owned by me. So, yeah, if this was yours and you want to reclaim it so you can make changes to it, let me know and I will gladly let you do that. So yeah, that's kind of it here. There's really nothing upstairs yet. It's fairly empty. We come out through the doorway here and we have the beginnings of the new spawn location. So we just got the big building there. There'll be other shops and the stuff here in the future. And then I suppose I'll go do this just to show you what not to do. So you can fall off the edge of the world right now. There's no invisible border or anything. So yeah, maybe don't do that because that would be bad. Most likely. If you do want to go back to the old spawn for any reason, you can do so by punching this little guy here. That'll take you back to the old spawn. And then you can get to all of the maps here, which are ported over. But you can also get into here if for some reason you needed to, or into the little lobby thing here. Again, if for some reason you really needed to. And then to get back, all you have to do, I know you could do fast when you're going up. That's cool. All you have to do is do just like I just did. Cheat and use fast. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. But yeah, up in the corner here, I suppose I probably should have just stayed there where I was safe. And just punch this one, and it'll take you back to the spawn point here. So that's it for the new, built stuff. Oh, no, it's not. I totally forgot about the post office. So we have this really nice looking post office. It's got doors. It's got this nice floor, this nice tiled floor here, which I really like how that turned out. And, we got the little, desk area thing there. We've got the public bulletin boards here. I don't know why the texture looks like that. It looks like a clipboard turned on its side, but they both show the exact same thing. I just put 2 of them there because otherwise I had one and it, wouldn't work with one. I may make a different version that's something more along the lines of the painted artwork here, but for right now it works. And then because this was an empty area, I went ahead and made these shelves. So there are now retail shelves available for all of your maps. Currently, they're just empty. I might do something with entities where you can put stuff onto the shelves, because that might be cool. But for the time being, they're just empty shelves. But yeah, you can do whatever with them. So you got 2 different bases here. one being the bin and one being not a bin. But the base has like the little foot thing on it, which I should probably make in a different color. And then you've got 3 different shelving options for the top half. Just a blank pegboard where you would have peg hooks usually in a retail environment. And then you got one with 2 shelves, one with 3 shelves, which we can see 2 shelves there. Oh wait, these are all 2 shelves as well. Here we go. I knew I had one with 3 shelves. 3 shelves there. And yeah, there's windows, so you can't jump out and fall to your death. So I suppose let's go take a look at those. So they're currently just available in a variety of different shades of black, I guess. White to black. There's gray, there's black, there's white, and there's dark gray. And there's also versions that are too high, so if you wanted to do a stairway inverted up here to do like an arched opening and fill it with glass, you can. That's not what I'm doing here though, but it is totally possible. Let's see, there's been a lot of things that have been added because while I didn't do a video last week due to my hand being messed up, I was still able to get some models made and stuff. It just took really long to do because I was using my left hand to do the mouse, which pain in the butt. Do not recommend. Oh, coffee table. You know, I don't know if I ever showed this, but there's a coffee table now. Nothing there changed. The chandelier, I think, was already as completed as it is. That's not what I was looking for, though. I did find what I am looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those. It's actually in a handful of pieces. So we have the street lights, which obviously you already saw, and you may have noticed. Or maybe you haven't noticed, but this is a slab. This is a full node. This grass back here is a full node. The base for the light pole works on a slab. Interesting. Well, you can use it on a slab or a full node. And I did that because, you know, I kind of wanted to be able to have lights along the street on the sidewalk. But the sidewalk was a slab, so I knew I needed to do something, so I just made the node extend into the ground below it. And then the light that goes on it actually sticks into the node here. So if we were to break this, and well, water's not going to work. If I were just to take a full node and place it there, you'll notice that it covers up, and we can see better from here, covers up a bunch of this light. So the light fits up correctly to the light pole. You know, kind of little tricksy, hacky things, but it works. And additionally, the lights kind of actually work really well on a full block for like building lights. And these lights have a little special trick up their sleeve. If I go ahead and change the time to night, you know, we'll just run over here and do it to this light pole. I could do it to whatever, but this will work. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. But the light, when you place it, looks down up to 20 nodes. And the first node it finds that is not air, it'll place an invisible light above that. So I'm currently pointing at, you can't tell that I'm pointing at it because it's not a pointable node, but there's an invisible light node here. So this light itself lights up, and then it drops a light. That's really the best way to look at it. It drops an invisible light from itself to the ground. And it does that anytime you place one. So on the building, it's doing the same thing. You can actually kind of tell here that it's brightest on these 4 nodes right here. And then up there, because there is actually a light source down here. So it works really well for when you have a tall thing that you're putting lights on and you still get light on the ground, which, you know, is kind of what we all want. Beyond that, was there anything new or different? These are just all the stairs. I think that's the last thing that'll be in here. Yeah, none of that changed. Okay, so nothing there changed. Oh, Oh, there was a small tweak to the buttons. So I think if we look at this one, we can tell. Yeah, so there was a mistake, totally my fault, where the text, if you had a large description, would go off the bottom edge of the form spec here. That's been fixed, obviously, as you can tell. I made the form spec a little bit taller and double checked by just copying and pasting a bunch of random text in, and now it's right. So if you could scroll it, the text would cut off shortly above the bottom here and just a scroll bar on the side. So that's working as expected. If anybody is worried that we will eventually run out of buttons there, worry not, for there is space here. This is planned for already. So if that should ever happen, where all 20 available slots are filled, I can just build this up. And then once this is built up, pretty much I'll just put another stairway in right here going up to the next level. And we'll just pretty much copy this over and over every time going up. Although at that point, I will have to figure out something for a railing, because right now, obviously you can walk off. It's not a high enough drop where you'd take any damage, but if this were to be taller, that would become an issue. So I'll have to figure something out if that becomes a thing. I suppose I always could just put slabs up against it. You know, there's probably something that would be suitable in slab form, like dirt. No, I was thinking more like this maybe. I don't even know if this will work. Yeah, they don't place rotated. That's a shame. But something along these lines would work. There we go. I don't know why that one went different. And then can I place and will it rotate to it? Nice. There we go. So now we would have a railing. I was going to say I don't think I can place anything there because this is there. But I suppose, again, this is only if we were really worried about it. Which at the current moment, I'm not, because, again, you can't fall far enough to take any damage. Oh, yeah, that still won't work, will it? Because that node's in it. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, no, wait, it should. I just have to hold shift. That's right. Nope. Okay. Well, what? How could it exist? Well, I'm so confused. What? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But there we go. Obviously, you could still jump over this if you wanted to off yourself, you know. You still would have that ability. But it would be slightly less likely to happen on accident. I think that's it really as far as updates goes. Oh, but I should mention, I am in need of a few people to build a few things. So, and what I mean by that, as you may have noticed, wrong button, there we go. As you may have noticed, there's kind of a lot of empty space here. I do need some space off the back of this for offices, up on the second story, office space on the first floor there. This is just going to stay like this because I may have to build higher, but I do want to put some office space on the back. So I am in need of a few buildings. I want to put a small cafe in, and the cafe will have some like food things that you can buy with your XP to restore your health, although your health automatically restores. So I'm still kind of working out the details of that. But yeah, we have that. I want to put in a clothing store because eventually we will have cosmetics that are available for purchase. So, you know, you can not look like this You'll be able to buy like, shirts and pants and shoes and hats and stuff. Cool. But the more essential bits are kind of more essential than cosmetic bits. So I'm thinking I want those two over there probably. And then I want to put like a playground or park or something maybe. Or not a playground. A park would be better with like trees and bushes and plants and maybe like a little pond or a waterfall or something, like a town square kind of doodad thing. And then over on the back side here, once I figure out how much space I'm going to need for my thing, I want to put in the single player mini game stuff. So basically that's things using the platformer nodes, the little floaty hoverboards and these doodads here. So basically they're going to be parkour maps, honestly. And this node is not placeable by anybody other than myself. So I don't know why I put all of this text in here. But yeah, you can configure XP in it and have a return position. So basically the idea is there'll be like a parkour maze, map, level, whatever you want to call it. You get to the top of it, end of it, whatever. You punch this button, you get some certain amount of XP depending on how difficult of a parkour level it was. And then it just sends you back to probably the entrance to the parkour. So you could just keep doing that same parkour over and over and over and over and over to build up XP. Or you could go to another different parkour. So want to do that because that way you have some stuff to do in single player when there's, I shouldn't say in single player, it's still on the server, but when you're the only person on the server. And then, yeah, just, some other little decorations, houses, office buildings, stuff that really won't have anything super important or anything like that in it, but maybe have some tasks scattered throughout here and there. So, garbage, so the post office, I didn't actually put any trash in it yet, but there is a garbage can in the post office. So then there can be, is it called litter? Trash? Oh, actually, I think it's in tasks, isn't it? Rubbish. That's what it's called. Bada boom, bada bing. It's perfect. Somebody was sitting here and then they just threw their litter there. Dumb people. Somebody was sitting here and they threw their litter there. Dumb people. We can't put litter on the sidewalk because the sidewalk's a slab. So, that's the thing. Somebody else threw litter here. What a slob. I'm not putting any litter inside of the building because, that would be messy. But we could put some litter here and there scattered about. Oh, and, we could put a smoke detector in the post office. Funny thing, though. I mean, I'm sure they have to have smoke detectors in them. But I've never seen a smoke detector in any kind of a retail building. I mean, I know they must be there because they have to, right? I don't know. I'm not a fire person. What do they call it? Fire inspector? Where would you put a smoke detector? I don't even know. I'm just gonna put it. I don't know where to put it. You think they would hide it in a corner? Oh, I can't put it there because of the. Yeah, we'll hide it right above this shelf. And then I know that. Here we go. Smoke detector minimum time. We're gonna put that up to 900 seconds. Maximum time 1600 seconds. Is 1600 seconds the thing? Probably not. Let's do 1800 seconds. So that's 30 minutes, right? Whoa! And 900 seconds? Whoa! 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And 25 XP. That's a lot. You'll actually only get one. I think. Pretty sure any XP done when you're in the lobby, you only get 1.4. So it doesn't really matter what I set it at. It's only 1 point. But, hey, you could get lucky. Smoke detector could be broke. And you could be, oh, you know what? I don't have A storage locker. Let me put a storage locker in here so you can get a 9-volt battery. I'm just gonna I don't know where to put the storage locker. It doesn't fit anywhere. You know what? Whatever. I'll just put it right here. So it's so they're both there. Oh, you know what? This changed, and I don't think it ever made it into a video. So in the past, when you would let me just clear my hand here so I can do this. In the past, right-clicking and punching on any of the colored nodes would change the colors of them. Which, you know, was cool because you could easily change the color, but it was kind of a super huge pain in the butt when you were building, because you would want to, you know, build this wall. And so, you know, you're clicking here to place it, but you're actually changing the color of the node behind it. Okay, no big deal. So you hold sneak, right, and you place it. Okay, sure, yeah. Except then you're flying in the air because you're building something. You know, so you're placing these nodes, and then you're changing the color of the other node you're clicking on. So then you're pressing the sneak key, but then you're moving down. It kind of turned into a huge pain in the butt. So now there's a paintbrush. So you want to change the color, you just grab the paintbrush, change the color of the node you want, and you use the breaking tool to pick up the colored node, and then you can place it. Let me fix these holes in the roof real quick. So yeah, that's been changed. That works on any of the colored nodes, which is really not a super easy way to tell which are going to be colored nodes and which ones aren't. But here, I'll do you a solid. Okay, so just searching for color seems to pull them up. So these ones aren't. These ones exist stupidly. They shouldn't because they're replaced by these, but I can't really get rid of these because, you know, somebody might be using them. So I'd have to alias them to the new ones, or maybe do an ABM to change them, but it's got to have the right param value to match. And although I could take them out of creative inventory so nobody would be using them anew. Anyway, I digress. Anything you find here when you search for color, you can change that way. The furniture, which I believe includes the railing. Okay, railing not, I guess. Which I don't understand why it's not. So where do I have furniture? Here we go. So this, the bench, the other wooden furniture that could be changed in the past by right and left clicking on it, still works by just right and left clicking on it. These fences do. Not really sure why I made the rails not, but evidently the railing is not. Also, I don't even know where the railings. Oh, there we go. It's one of them. I don't know where the other one's at. All right, whatever. Did I cover the new texture on the desk stuff? I don't remember because, you know, I missed a week. But yeah, there's now marble or granite or whatever type of material that would be. A little more suited for an office space, I feel. It really fits with the color scheme here, which is the reason I went that route, because, you know, I only care about myself. And I think that's it for the updates then. I don't think I changed anything else here. Did I cover the new decals? We got some new turn arrows for decals. Yeah, I think I did all these. Yeah, I remember doing that, the lines. So that was that. I don't think there's any new lights other than the traffic light, which I just covered. Oh, there's a chandelier rod now. I don't know if I had that in the previous video, but the chandeliers and the chandelier rods. So you can place them. You got the chandelier rod there, so you can place them lower if you want. The chandeliers, when you place them, also do some magic. Let's go someplace where it's dark. Yeah, the back of the building looks good. So when you place a chandelier, it goes, I think 4 nodes below itself is where it goes. I may change that to actually use the same method that the streetlights are using, but at some point below it, and it places in a 4x4, replaces air in a 4x4 area with light. So it creates a bunch of light. which is, you know, nice when you want to put a bunch of light into a building, such as in the main lobby here. What? Oh, because free move's still on. So, yeah. Everything on this first floor, well, I guess I shouldn't say everything. Most everything on this first floor. Now everything on the first floor is illuminated by the chandeliers. This, you know, this is good. I'll leave it this way. I was going to put those lamps back. The ones upstairs have the lamps on the walls because the chandelier lights don't really do much here, and that gets really dark. So to make it not so dark, I put these lights up here. But yeah, I think this time that's it. All the new updates. So there's plenty of space to build. Ooh, you know what? No, it's not. I just remembered there's another one. I have to remember how to do this. Okay, so if you claim a button, there we go. The what? That's not supposed to happen. That is also not supposed to happen. Very interesting. Where did my button go that I just claimed? I forget which color it was. Where did it go? I'm so confused. You're supposed to be able to punch on a button once you buy it, and it's supposed to. But I did claim it. Okay. Oh, why does it? Interesting. I'm gonna have to fix that. So, never mind on that. It's broke. Don't try to use it. It'll only result in, I think, it getting unclaimed and you losing your XP. Oops. Yeah, don't try that. I'll get it fixed soon, though. That's gonna wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. Hop on the server to mess around if you want. Build some levels, play some levels, earn some XP. Or if you... Oh, I should mention that I am quite generous. I am willing to pay you XP if you want to build some of those buildings for spawn. If you want to do some stuff there. So the best way to do it, honestly, is just go to some random location. Can be anywhere as long as it's not protected. And just... So first look at spawn and see how much space you have to work with. We can go further out. We just obviously have to not cover up anything that already exists, but we can go further out. Build something, and then I'll just use world edit, copy it, paste it in place, put up a sign saying who built it. So, you know, you get some what's what I'm looking for here? You get some recognition that way, and then I'll also throw you a handful of XP. And when I'm talking handful, we're talking like 1,000 XP or something. You know, so it'd be enough to get you some things. Here we go. What would 1,000 XP get you? Well, obviously you already had to have the builder privilege. So you could increase your luck a handful of times. You could increase your HP. You know, so choice is really yours. You could use the XP for whatever you could just go through and claim all the buttons, I suppose. Although that would be pretty stupid because I would just build another level and put more buttons in it. So you wouldn't really do any harm. But yeah, that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. It probably got a little long, but you know, was it 3 weeks worth of content or just 2 weeks worth of content? I forget. Either way, it was a bunch of stuff to cover. But yeah, it's all here and better than ever before because it didn't exist before. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.